Here is Megatron and his soldiers, the Stumpticons that he has created. Now I don't have Motor Master, so I'll use Prime here as a standard since they're a remold of each other. So pretend he's black, he has a boxy head. Here are the Stumpticons in robot mode. Now these three I have not transformed yet, so we're going to learn together. Just start. These legs are really loose. Start to transform these guys. We're going to start by taking Dragship here, who is an Indy car, not an F1 car. Since I'm a big car person, that's one of my biggest pet peeves when people mix things up, like calling an LMP car a Formula car. An Indy car, a Formula car, an Indy car, just stuff like that. It makes me mad. Ignorance that people have. One of the ways you can tell a modern Indy car from an F1 car is you can tell the side pods are flush with the size of the vehicle. On an older style Indy car and current F1 cars, the side pods are much shorter because they're more open wheel. There is Dragship transformed. Off-Road is a new guy to the Stumpticons. He wasn't there in G1. He's there in the comics, which I haven't read yet. And no one seems to like him. This mold is also going to be retold in their First Aid, and rumored as of right now to be Ironhide. Oh, so his legs compressed like the aerial bots, I see. It's actually much easier than I originally thought it would be. After it transforms into some sort of truck. He's towing an exhaust system. Yeah. The Lamborghini-ish car and the Ferrari car, these are going to be a bit different transformed. They're not as simple as those two. They have this whole chest thing to deal with. So they both have it. Although Ferrari seems a bit easier to transform. So we'll go with him. Ah, I see, you just open the legs like that, and that's how you get them to fold over. His wrists here are on a tight ratchet. Maybe I'm missing something here. That doesn't want to stay pegged in. Very loosely based on the Ferrari 458 Italia. Now it has a truck exhaust. Now back to breakdown. Assuming that'll be a similar way to transform him. This whole figure is weird. Dropped the instructions here, and it's just saying that you lift and pull. But I'm scared to do it because I don't want to break my figure. I spent months searching for him, and I finally found him. Oh, it's because I didn't undo the arms. Oh, well, that's pretty neat. The chest, the chest part here becomes the front splitter. That's what you do with the arms here. You fold them over on a double hinge elbow. So it's starting to peg together a lot better. If we just compress the legs here. No, what's going on here? Oh, I see. Wait, maybe I don't see. Legs are weird. Ah, it's a double hinge. Flip up the spoiler in the back of the car. I assume nope before the car below. There is some paint bleed there on his toe. He has a sword coming out of his exhaust. Also, what's that scraping? And now for Motor Master. Well, I do believe he comes with different guns, so those aren't the same. There is a rumor going around right now that says this mold will be retooled into Soundwave. I really hope that doesn't happen, because this mold will not do Soundwave the justice that he deserves. Soundwave, in my opinion, should be a later class figure with a working chest to make up for people like me that haven't got the Masterpiece version yet. Brian basically folds his arms forward and kneels down to transform. But here is Motor Master with his Stunticons. Now, that third-party Motor Master I was talking about, neat thing is that it has a trailer and he transforms same way they did in G1. The cab becomes the feet, and then the trailer becomes the body. The problem with that figure though is that it's a third parties are very expensive, and he's like $100 and I think $20. Okay, so now to make Menasor, I start by taking Motor Master here and getting his legs ready, popping his arms forward. I'm rotating these arms forward and compressing them around. Yeah, 3 windows on this figure. He has his combined mode, his actual truck mode windshield, and then his robot mode windshield. And here you'll fold the fist over. Bring the whole waist assembly down. And here's the main reason I'm gonna buy third-party figures, that the way they tell you to transform him is just hideous. Basically looks like a robot with his legs over, and he has little things attached to them. Oh, I know there's a third-party add-on that fixed that and everything, but it's just like, how could Hasbro be so lazy when they designed this figure? I mean, this as a torso, I would not recommend this. I would not buy it the second time. Which is why the other figures, even though the accurate character is a retool of existing vehicle, I would buy them because I like the limbs. This, I would not buy this as Motor Master or Soundwave. Now, Silverbolt was retooled into Cyclonus. I would buy that. I just haven't found him in my area. I don't know what order the Subticons are. Okay, so a breakdown in off-road are legs. Let's get them into legs then. I'd assume since he's a carbon or a part way there. Okay, that's all it takes to transform into a leg. And then break down the other one. if those are the same height. You can just look at it by now when he's starting to form. You can tell it's already going to be an ugly figure. This prime is just terrible. And I have no clue how I'm gonna make him an arm. I not looked at the instructions. The only one I looked at was breakdown because I couldn't figure out how to get him into a card. It's very stiff. One thing I was complaining about the line before was these ratchet. This ratchet won't even move. I can see how that's gonna be, but here is Menasor. Those knees can't support Droid Prime. The way his weight transforms, he has no hip articulation here. He can't really bounce himself very well. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy a Lone Wolf though, because this will not do as Menasor for me. Now I have seen some alternative ways that this figure has been transformed, so I ain't gonna look at the pictures real quick. Alright, so here's an image on my phone here. I'm gonna try and replicate the results here. This looks much better than this excuse for Menasor. Gonna transform him back into his IndyCar. Now, unfortunately, because the way that One Wolf transforms, you won't be able to replicate the arms in this fashion. Or it looks like he's wearing the car. And that already looks a lot better. Fortunately, he has red arms instead of gray arms since I don't have Motor Master. But that as an arm already looks a lot better than you can see on the other side. Get him transformed into a car. Of course, it had to be dead end. The one I had trouble was transforming to a car. Oh, wasn't pegged incorrectly. See, this is the other problem with having these legs. Just a terrible design figure. Do better, Hasbro. You know, that for arms is 10 times better because now it actually looks like that he's wearing the cars for arms, which is how he looked in G1. Weak ratchets though. You can now have Superion and Menasor kind of fighting. But I still would prefer to have One Wolf as the centerpiece there. And on that note, till next time, take it easy.